The Value of Studying the Humanities with Mandy Ellertson. To begin this course, it's important to spend a few minutes articulating the importance of studying humanities. The study of humanities does not provide direct training or skill building for a specific job or career path. Rather, it provides a chance to develop critical thinking skills, expand civic knowledge and historical knowledge, and use ethical reasoning. The purpose of studying humanities is for personal growth and participation in a free democracy, regardless of your career choice. Since I'm a historian, this course is framed in the academic discipline of history. History teaches us how those who came before us confronted past challenges. As human beings, we gain insight into our current circumstances by studying historical events in thought. However, humanities encompasses much more. The study of literature, philosophy, religion, art, and music will be incorporated into this class, as these academic disciplines provide insight into the human experience. While history tells us the story of people, literature instructs us about human needs, desires, and motivations. Philosophy helps to clarify and illuminate what, in the end, is truly of value. And religion enlightens how humans express the deepest questions about life and death, love and hate that characterize the human condition. Music and art not only connect human beings in intangible ways, but also serves as a creative release needed to express what we experience in this world. Taken together, the humanities give all of us a fuller sense of what is possible, desirable, and right. The study of humanities has a rich tradition in Western civilization. In the United States, the importance and value of studying the academic disciplines in this class was institutionalized by federal legislation sponsored by Rhode Island Senator Claiborne Pell in 1965. He said in some of the loftiest language ever to appear in federal level legislation, that act declared that, and I quote, "A high civilization must not limit its efforts to science and technology alone, but must give full value and support to other great branches of man's scholarly and cultural activity in order to achieve a better understanding of the past, a better analysis of the present, and a better view of the future." So it is with this spirit that I welcome you to our learning community and wish you well as you study the disciplines of history, literature, music, art, philosophy, and religion this quarter. The first task begins now by connecting your personal, learned, and collective values to the humanities. When using the term values, I'm referring to broad general beliefs or attitudes about something that is prized or desired. Some of these beliefs guide and motivate human conduct and action. Values also reflect personal beliefs, learned beliefs, and collective beliefs. So reflect on some questions like, what influenced my personal value system? For me, an example would be relationships. Personally, I have a relationship with my husband and children that are important to me. I believe the roots of this personal value that I chose came from my orphan grandfather. As the patriarch of a family of 13, he chose those relationships after growing up in isolation. He and my grandmother passed this down to my father, who passed it along to me. Think about your personal values. What are the foundations of those that you treasure? And then think about what you learned from someone else. My parents didn't come from educated families. My father served as an infantry soldier in World War II and received the GI Bill upon discharge. My mother came from a society that did not value educating women. In the 1970s, when the community college movement was in full swing, my mother had the opportunity to go to school and earn a degree. She and I graduated from college and high school at the same time. My parents' desire to become college graduates influenced my value system. I believe this learned value is why I hold education as a core. What values did you learn? And finally, what are some of the collective values you hold? Some values that exist or are held by a group. For example, do all Americans hold a collective value? Or do Christians hold a collective value? Or you could use Republicans. Do they all hold a collective value? I definitely value freedom of speech. This value comes directly from the enlightened thinkers that we're going to study in this class. It also stems from Greek philosophers like Socrates and the great playwright William Shakespeare, who wrote, "To thine own self be true." What better inspiration to inspire one to express themselves? Many of our collective values have deep roots in events, people, and expressions of the past. This course will give you the opportunity to explore those. So once you've looked over the sheet that is attached in this module, look over the values assignment, go over it on your own, and then use that as a tool to write your first discussion. I look forward to reading what you value.